Welcome to Trading Lounge and the Bitcoin report for Friday, November the 19th, and today I'm going to start with Ethereum, and in this case we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for wave 1 and wave 2 here, and then wave 1 and looking back for wave 2 into the 50-60% retracement level area there. And let's move into the 4-hour chart. So from the top here, we can count down as an A wave, a B wave, and 1 and 2 and 3, and A, B, C here for 4, and down for 5. So we're looking for 5 waves in this last wave here. So from the top again, we've got the A wave, the B wave, 1, A, B, C for 2, down for 3, 4 and 5 here. We've got 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 in here, so it looks like we may be finished here at this point. So just picking it back up from the top again on the tick chart, an A and a B, and then 1 here, and A, B, C for 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here for this, and wave 4, and I've got that wrong there a bit. I need to check. I'll have to consider all the third wave and put this over here for that. And doesn't change wave 4 here though as wave 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So we could actually be quite close to a low here for this particular count. Okay, now I know that it hasn't quite reached its 61.8% retracement level, and it could do that. So in that case, this wave C here may also be wave 3 of a higher degree, then having wave 4 here, and then having wave 5 coming lower here. So that's what we need to navigate through. I think that the market's going to be held at the 4,000 here for quite some time. It'll be a bit of a sticky number. It's had a good trend and it's had a correction, and so it'll be running out of steam at this time. And we also noticed on the stochastics with the daily chart that there was support moving in on that daily time frame there, so we can see from the indicator at this point here. So we're not quite at that 61.8% mark. And the other point here too that we'll take a closer look on with Bitcoin is that if we do get 5 waves down here, well then we'll end up having an A wave, a B wave and a C wave in that sort of fashion. It will just become larger at that point. So we'll just need to see, because the pattern that we're looking for is a zigzag pattern, but we need 5 waves in the first wave, 3 waves and 5 waves. So currently we can look at it as an A and a B and a C wave in here. It's a bit tight, but it's possible. Let's check out Bitcoin. So the weekly chart here for Bitcoin, and we're looking at minor wave 1 and 2 here, and then wave 1 and wave 2. It's possible that, we could look at this here as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up through to here. That's possible, but I wouldn't see it as wave 5, as 3, 4 and 5 topping, because it's too close to the top of wave 3 in that instance. So if we were going to count that, we would need to count the 5 waves up as wave 1 in that regard. So just looking at a few other counts on our way through to working with this as a wave tuple, but in this case 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then a larger A wave, B wave and C wave into this area through here for that. So that's sensible, rather than having wave 5 here as wave 3, 4 and 5, because it's just too close to the tops here. The other way to look at this too, on a more bearish note, which we looked at earlier this week as well, is the flat correction here. So in that case, all of this down for the A wave here, and then an A and a B and a C for the B wave, and then 5 waves down in this leg here. And this is it's viable, it's doable. I mean, the good news about this though is that this journey down through here just enables us to accumulate more Bitcoin, because that's what I was looking at my account today. I've been buying all the way up through here, I've bought all the way through here, all through here. So what I noticed in this block here, I end up accumulating a lot in this block, and essentially that's what a wave 4 is in a way. It's an accumulation process before this next distribution process. I think what's also interesting here on this too is that this ending here in 3 waves here is very much like this one here as well. So if that top there represents that top and we are coming down here, then we should take notice of what's occurred here before. So I remember with this too, we had 5 waves down here, and then we were looking for a 3-wave counter trend, and it really took us on a little wild journey. It took us a while to, we stayed with it, and we end up sort of getting that down here through this. So, in a way, we could call that wave 1 here and wave 2 over here. So we'll need to be a bit careful about that on this uptick here. Okay, that's why I'm mentioning it now. So probably, I think for myself personally, I'll look into, well, I have been looking into, and I'll have a closer look at the CME futures contracts, because I'd want to hedge my position, all my Bitcoin at this point here. Alrighty, let's move into our normal count. With wave 4 here, and wave 1 here, wave 2 here, and then wave 1 here, and then coming back for wave 2. Now, we looked at wave 2 being completed yesterday, but it was a little bit small really, that was the whole thing. And today, looking at Ethereum, we could also look at Bitcoin's low here as being in place as well. So that's what we'll also be looking at, but we also need to be mindful that this whole structure through here could turn into 5 waves. So that would be 5 waves down here, and then 3 back again, and then another 5 down here, and then up at that point. So a larger wave 2 that we've talked about before. So we will, yesterday we looked for the long trade opportunity, and we'll do the same again today, but we could still be coming down lower at that point. But we just look at both sides of the market. So that's the daily situation there. So let's go in and look at this one here first. So on the 4-hour chart, it would look like this, and this would be lining it up with Ethereum. And we still need to respect this structure here. This for wave 2, we need a zigzag. So it's 5 waves, 3 waves, and 5 waves. So that's what we're looking at here. So we can look at the A wave being 5 waves, and then we can look at this being the B wave over here, because that's the high. And then we need to look at a C wave here. There's probably a 6.8 relationship between wave A and wave C in this space. So if it, I know there's a lot of volume support at around the 56,000 area here, so that might be a nice sort of landing point, or the 55 at that point. So yeah, to tie this in with Ethereum, we can look at it like this here. So from B to C here with 5 waves, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And let's take a closer look at that. So from wave 1, an A wave, and the B wave over here, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, and counting 5 waves down here. So this move here from this wave 4 here, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we're quite close to that low there. So that 56. And on the tick chart, I need to go to 10 ticks. Okay, so well, from wave B, while we're here, down for 1 and 2 here, and then all the way down to 3 to this point. Back for 4 here, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, down for 1 here, an A and a B and a C, back for wave 2 at that point. And then down for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here for the third wave, looking for the fourth and the fifth wave to come into play. But there's also a count within this here to call this fourth wave here, and I've counted this down as 1 here and back over here, but I do wonder if I can actually put this wave 4 over here for this. And if that's the case, then we'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We would pretty much have the low in place here already for that. So anyway, we're just sort of shooting the breeze, just trying to find look for the low. So it is possible we can search for a low either on this low or this low here, but then we would still need to get evidence of that with the move to the upside at that point. And we're kind of expecting a move up anyway, because if this is wave C here, then if we're going to get a bigger ABC, then this just becomes the third wave at that point. Just going back to a bigger picture area here. I don't know if it's, yeah. So, you know, if we end up getting 5 waves down to this point, well, then we'll have to call all of that an A wave here, then a B wave back up here, and then a C wave over here for that. But this is where we've got to be careful with the B wave here, because that big bearish picture that I mentioned, this B wave here will be quite critical at that point, because that's where it could open up to go further down at that point. So, but we'll talk more about that as we get there. Alrighty, that's it. Thanks for tuning in. Cheers.